Welcome to the Dark Screen Society, your number one place in the greatest horror podcast on all of the inner linings of the interweb and the internet. I am Chuck. I am happy to be your host this week, and I am here with the most three wonderful co-hosts a guy could have. And we're going to start with Gigi. Say hello.
Hello.
Seth.
Welcome to the Chopping Mall.
Our friend Brian.
What up?
What up? What up? What's going on? So listen, we are so excited about this episode. I am so excited to be hosting this episode. We're going to get right into this thing. We're not doing what we watched this week or anything because we're going to talk about one of the number one topics that goes and coincides with horror movies. And we're talking about kills today on this episode because the kills are what keeps people coming. Like, we like to be scared and we like to see ghosts, but there's franchises like Final Destination, Friday the 13th, the Saw franchise, these franchises that literally live off of people filling theater seats for the kills. And I don't know what it is about kills that's so fascinating to people, but why do people keep coming back for the kills? And we're going to start with Seth.
I think people keep coming back for the kills because it's exciting to see somebody get like offed in like the worst way possible. And it's like kind of like with horror, it's like an escape. Like, it's not acceptable to go out and kill people, but everyone's just like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like, I don't know. It just
Seth's nervous laugh.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not a
I just love to
psycho.
watch people get butchered, you know.
I love people's heads getting chopped off. I don't.
There's definitely nobody buried in my back garden.
I'm not a killer.
Get your paws out of there Wednesday. Yeah,
Oh shit.
it's awesome. Brian?
Yeah, like Seth says, it kind of gives you a safe space to watch something brutal without something real and being like, okay, that didn't, because I'm sure most of us have been on the internet long enough that we've stumbled across real stuff and it's horrible to watch, but at least with horror, you're like, I know this isn't real. The person's an actress and they got paid hopefully very well for it. So yeah, it's gives us an outlet for the weirdos, I guess.
I agree. Gigi?
Yeah, I think it's like an outlet, but also a shock, like something that just like catches you off guard. So it just like stirs up a lot of emotions in you. My best kills. My favorite kills are like the ones that just completely throw you for a loop where you're like, whoa, I was not expecting that. So it's nice to just be like surprised in that kind of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at that moment, my kids
You're
screamed.
good. I got it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. I think for all of your reasons coming together, and I think another reason why people keep coming back for the kills is because it's like a way to escape in a weird kind of way, to just see these, creative, brutal things happen. It's like to me, it's like a stress reliever to see. Like, I love effects and practical effects and how creative they could be to make things look so real. And I do agree with Brian when you stumble across one of those. Like, the other day I was on Instagram Reels and it's, obviously it was like a covered reel and it said, due to the graphic nature ever. And of course I hit play reel.
Yeah. Show me now.
No. And it was a guy feeding an elephant at a circus. And then the elephant was rubbing it with his nose. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, it lifted its big elephant leg up and it literally folded this man in half.
Oh.
And it was the most unbelievably brutal thing I've seen on the internet in a long time, like to the point that I almost cried because it was sad. And I'm
so
like,
scary.
Way to go, Instagram. Like, why is this even on here?
Yeah.
I mean? Like, it's almost like that, and they're like encouraging.
Wait, was it legit real?
Oh no, it's real. It was
That's
was real, and it was really fucking sad and brutal. And I'm like, why is this even on here? But I defend myself in the comments, and you want to ban me, but you got elephant stompings on here, which is just totally ridiculous. So anyway,
I can't say the word kill, but I could show you.
Yeah, I can show you someone brutally dying.
Here's some brains. I'll just start clipping that in. Oh, Twitter is even worse.
I literally will pull up Twitter and like the first thing I see is somebody getting murdered. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I deleted my Twitter.
It's awful.
It's like Twitter. It's like titties and death. It's nothing.
It's awful.
Literally.
And piss poor politics, I might add. But anyway, so What is this is a big question because there's
Ooh.
so many horror movies and we've been watching horror movies for such a long time, and we're going to start off with an absolute bang, and better prep yourself up, Gigi, because I'm coming to you first.
Oh no. Okay.
What is your favorite horror movie kill of all time? Number one, numero uno. What's number one, Gigi?
Oh God, it's me. My favorite horror movie kill.
That's a big
The
question.
at the end of The Mist.
Yeah, at the Mist when he shoots everybody. Oops,
Yeah.
spoilers. Just
All
kidding.
right.
Okay, let's
Whoops.
see. That's really hard. My favorite kill. Wait, no, start with somebody else.
Brian.
So I'm just going to go with the first one that popped into my mind when you said this question. So Jason murdering the girl in a sleeping bag by bashing
Fuck
her against
you,
the tent.
Brian.
Okay, Brian.
No.
It's so
Oh, Brian.
I don't know, like it's creative enough that you're like, oh yeah, of course he's done that.
Do we
But
share the same brain?
You guys really do.
I expected you to be
Yeah.
something like brutal, like
Yeah, you're like
I
Eden
can't read
Lake.
yeah.
Oh
Somebody
yeah, there you go. Friday the
their
13th. Yeah.
brain eaten through their eyeball or something. It's Chuck's favorite, and yeah, I fuck like it's
Man, the wind
ingrained
came
in my
out of me.
brain. Obviously, I've got him
Yeah.
tattooed on me, so yeah, I love Jason.
That was on my list too.
I
But for
love that. Seth?
so the one that sticks in my brain that just gets under my fucking skin is
Mm.
from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warrior. And it's the
Mhm.
scene where he is basically puppeteering the person with their veins.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. That's a good one.
And that just like the vein, I can't. It's fucking disgusting. And that scene gets me every time.
Is 3 Welcome to Primetime, bitch?
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause
That one's in there
that's
too.
another
That one had
fucking
like
good
all of
Welcome
my
to
favorite
prime
kills.
time, bitch.
It
Guys,
says that on there. It says that on the poster. He signed it and put "Welcome to Primetime, bitch."
It's so cool.
Man.
I can't even pick one, guys. I'm
Do you want me to
panicking.
do you want me to go while you're still
Yes,
thinking?
go. I'm scared.
I am so fucking bummed right now. And for the visual audience, look, so you could see my little notepad.
I see it Friday the
It
13th.
says
Yeah.
sleeping bag kill Friday the 13th, a new beginning. And the reason that I picked that one, same as Brian, is it is just sheerly brutal. It's just brutal, brutal. So now that I have to pivot because Brian once again stole my idea.
It's
I'm
payback
gonna-
from Blackwell Ghost in the last
Real quick,
episode.
Oh
Chuck,
yeah, there you
You're
go.
welcome.
I'm pivoting you real quick because I have to show
Ooh, I
this
love.
Jason
Ooh.
with the sleeping bag. Somebody made me that.
Oh my
Ooh,
god,
nice.
that's so cool.
Isn't that so cool? And it
I
has, like,
love
the
that.
tree, and then Kane Hodder signed.
That is
poster.
so sick, dude.
I would love to own that.
Yeah.
That's
He's
amazing.
too bad.
Okay.
Sleeping bag kill rips. If I have to go to favorite kill of all time, yes, I got it. I'm gonna go Rob Zombies, Halloween 2, first kill Michael Myers in the hospital receptionist lady. And the reason that I'm
Oh.
choosing that, it's not the most inventive kill, it's not the most creative kill, but it was one of the most viscerally brutal kills in a long time, and it brought back the terror that is the Shape. It made Michael Myers scary again. It made him frightening, and it made him, you knew then and there, this is a force to be reckoned with because this is a fucking killing machine. Because it takes a lot to unsettle me, and just the sheer velocity of those thrusts and hearing them really unnerved me because I'm like, wow, Michael Myers is actually fucking scary again. And to pull that off after 20 shit movies that they made was a brilliant thing, in my opinion. But I also love that movie. But so that's the pick that I'm going to pick since Brian stole mine. So now Gigi, it's all
Oh,
back
God.
to, let's all point at her. It's all
I
back
know.
to Gigi.
This is so hard.
Gigi.
Okay, I
That's what she
think
said.
this is okay.
She's going Final Destination, right?
No, but
Ooh.
I almost did. But okay, I think
Jurassic Park.
this is going to be, it's the first one that came to mind. So
Okay.
I'm just going to go with the first one that came to mind because it is one of the most iconic death scenes and something that like you're anticipating, but it's still shocking when it happens. And it's the opening of Ghost Ship because
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think that's a great kill.
It's epic.
It's
so good.
mass and it's so good. So I'm going to go with that one.
I
I love
love
that.
that. It's a great answer.
Okay, perfect.
I love that movie
The
too.
beginning of it is. I love it. I've come to even love the rest of the movie too, just
Yeah.
because of the opening. Yeah,
I
Ghost
actually
Ship's
don't hate
another
it that much. Yeah.
agreed. So now we did favorite kill of all time, and obviously people listening along, put it in the comments. We're going to have posts up all week about this because we know it's a big topic. We want to know what your favorite kill is. But if you have a favorite kill, what is your most underrated
Can we do
kill,
like round
in your
robin? Because I
opinion?
have a few.
Okay.
I've not got any. So Seth, you go
Really?
ahead.
Ooh, okay.
We could do I could do underrated kills for days. Seth, since you're so excited, you get to start with
Yeah.
your most underrated kill.
Okay. One of my favorites is in Prey when he like the predator fucking throws the bear trap at the dude's face, and it just like with the like chain on the other end, and he just whips it at him, and it like
Ooh.
closes and smashes the dude's face in half.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
God,
yes,
that's
yes,
awful.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was
Love it.
sick.
Love. Gigi.
I think I'm going to go with a very deep cut that I think only our podcast knows about because nobody else watched this movie, which is, and it is a spoiler, but I think it's okay. Is Hunting of the Hag, the kill
Ooh,
where
love it.
she gets shot
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
is the most like you are so not anticipating this to happen that when it happened, I audibly was like, oh, and I had to like rewind it to watch it again because it is so fast and sudden and just it's jarring. So that's a very underrated kill because they just fully went for it. I loved it.
Same here. It
So
changed
good.
the whole tone of the whole fucking
It
movie.
Changed
Loved
the
it.
whole movie.
Mhm.
So good.
Brian.
I'm blanking on every single kill from movie.
Yeah. Who's ever died?
Yeah. I don't think it's underrated because I think it's quite popular, but the Resident Evil with the lasers.
God damn you.
Back and forth.
Oh,
I love that
wait,
one
that's
too.
so good.
That was on my list. You
That's a great one. I forgot about that actually.
I
Wow.
don't know if it's underrated because obviously it's quite a big film. As we found in other episodes, it's one of the top grossing horror movies every year it comes out. So,
Yeah. Yeah, no,
so a lot of
literally.
people know it. But yeah, like
I
it's
love that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so similar to Ghost Ship, I guess, with it, what happened. But
It's so good.
Mhm.
That's a great one.
My first underrated, and I think it's underrated, and it might not be the most graphic or anything like that, but I'm going, and Gigi just did a video about this, but I'm going dog scene when evil lurks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think it's an underrated kill, A, because they went for it because it's a kid, and B, they had the balls to go back to it. Like
Yeah.
they doubled down on that kill, and just like Michael Myers, it had been a very, very long time that I seen something on screen that got to me that much because it was horrific, like absolutely horrific. And it really, really got to me.
the thing that was so good about that is the anticipation because you're like, they're not like you can see
Yeah.
the dog.
Right,
you're like,
right.
they're
There's
not
no,
gonna-
there's
they're not
no
gonna-
way they're gonna
Yeah.
do it.
And then they show it, and I'm like, whoa. And
No.
I'm sure we'll get it. Actually, the girl doesn't die because she comes back late, but she dies.
But still, she's
Let's
she's
go under the table now.
yeah, no, like they're like, let's really fully go for it.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna like bounce off of that and the little boy with the brains where she's like eating it like a fucking popcorn bucket. That's
fuck that scene.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is the one that really got me where I was like,
Oh, yeah.
the dog scene is like, okay, that's like jarring, but the brain scene is like,
Oh,
oh my God.
It's shot so nonchalantly too. It's so
Yes.
good. Yeah.
It's so good.
Damien
So
Rogers
good.
loves throwing dead kids in his movies.
Oh
Yeah,
my
does.
Little kid
God.
eating cereal that's dead. And it's like, oh, you okay?
Yeah, are you
Oh,
good?
fucking dead.
He hates
That's
kids.
awesome. Seth, number 2.
Number 2 is from Fear Street when Kate gets put through the
Bread
fucking
slicer?
bread slicer
Yes.
and her like
So
head. Because
good.
I was rooting for her. I loved her character.
Yes.
And then
I didn't
they
think she
just
was gonna
kill her.
die.
Same.
I
And I was like,
know.
and it was in like the worst way possible.
No,
Like
awful, dude.
awful.
I love
That's a great one. I am also going to say an underrated. This is okay. I have 2. Do you want me to go say both of them?
I thought we were doing round robin.
Okay,
do
round
round robin, so
round
just
ro-
keep
okay,
going.
round robin. So
Mhm.
the first one is in the Suspiria remake because this is almost like borderline like a very inventive kill too.
Mhm.
But when she's doing the crazy creepy dance that I hate so much, that scene is haunting. And like the liquids coming out of her, like the fact that it's like
Oh,
not blood, but
Ugh.
it's like her just inner juices is disgusting to me. So awful.
oh,
Great
that's a good
scene.
one. It's a great fucking scene.
Yeah.
Ryan?
So I don't think this is good in a way that it's like shocking, but it's more the meaning behind it. So there's a movie came out during COVID called The Harbinger by Andy
Oh
Milton.
yes, that's a
Mhm.
good movie.
And in that, when you die, you're just wiped out from existence. No one remembers you. It's like you didn't ever
Yes.
exist. And there's just something fucking terrifying about that.
No,
That's
it is. I hate that.
So yeah.
That's
that.
a good one. I like that. It's definitely a good one. I'm gonna go for my second underrated kills, a movie that probably nobody. I know Brian's seen it, but I'm gonna go to a nasty little found footage film called Sergei Prakov. And there's a
Oh.
scene at the end of Sergei Prakov where he has this kid trapped in a shed and he sets it on fire. So not only does he get like the smoke inhalation and the burning, and they don't show it, but they show the tension from the outside of this kid being trapped in a shed.
Mhm.
But then it cuts to the next frame of him sitting at a dinner table in front of the kid's parents eating the kid because he cooked him into dinner, and it
Oh.
fucked me up big time.
Oh
Like
my God.
it's so fucking brutal intense, but like it
Yes.
is effective.
I was so excited when I found that movie because I was like, fuck, nobody else has seen it. So I need to message like everybody, Chuck, watch this movie. And hope he likes
Listen,
it.
listen, I got fucking shit ton of Blu-ray copies coming in the mail from tagging me on that post. I was like, fuck yes, I'll do a video over this. Send it to me. That and Long Pigs, which I'm so excited
Yeah,
about.
so that's good.
I'm getting Blu-rays of them, so I'm so excited about that. Do you want to do one more? You want to move on to the next question or do one more? Underrated.
I'll do one more just because
Go ahead.
Yeah, one more.
Oh yeah.
I didn't go to. So I'm going to go Hunter x Hunter, the
Oh,
very
yeah.
final kill.
Oh yeah. Don't
is
say
just-
it.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
going to spoil it, but they've like it's like proper visceral, and it went.
Ooh.
It's not what I like. We watch the whole movie, and you're like, okay, it's about a wolf, and you're like, oh no, fuck, no, it's not. So yeah, it's like genuinely jaw
Spoilers.
dropping.
Just kidding. I haven't seen it, but that's okay. I'll forget this even happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just all about it. Like it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Jojo Siwa's brilliant in it as well.
Oh shit. That's
That's
so good.
awesome. Seth?
God, this one's tough because there's like 3 that I really like, but I think I am gonna go with Samuel L. Jackson giving his
Oh, the
little
monologue.
spiel, the
Mhm.
little
Oh,
monologue, and then the
yeah.
fucking shark just comes in and is like, yeah.
That is so good.
I do
For
love
some
that.
reason, I
Yeah.
thought when you say Sam Jackson giving a monologue, it was going to Pulp Fiction. No.
No.
Alright, okay. Which is a brilliant kill as well,
is.
but not horror.
But Deep
I
Blue
love
Sea,
that.
the shark just coming and fucking eating his ass.
I love that.
Phrase that differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eating his ass. I knew.
Eating out that ass.
I was gonna let it
Uh-huh.
slide.
Couldn't do that, huh? GG.
I am gonna go with another underrated kill. God. I'm gonna go with the car crash scene from Death Proof.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's
I think that's a great one. The leg
is.
flying and just there's something that I hate about car crash scenes. Like I don't know why. Like they scare me. Like even in the Museum of Death, the car crash room was I literally had a panic attack and I had to leave the museum because there's something about car crashes that are so visceral. Probably because I'm a horrific driver, as Seth
Yeah.
has witnessed.
scary, very scary.
I'm a horrible driver and I've totaled like 3 cars. So I think it's like, oh, this is a very real possibility for me. So that's a great death scene.
I'm gonna go with my next one. We'll do one more time around. I'm gonna go the bus kill from Final Destination
Yeah.
1
Nice.
for
That's a
the
good
same
one.
for the same reason as the Haunting of the Hag.
Just
Because you just
yeah, boom.
you,
Happens.
you think they're like safe, and you know it's such a great fucking ingenious setup, and then it's just like step out, boom, you're fucking gone. and I will never forget the effect that had on me the first time I seen it. And it's compared to all the kills in that franchise, I think it's very underrated, not talked about enough.
Yeah.
Brian?
Fuck. I can't remember if this is actually a kill
Death
or if
by
the person was dead already, but Bone Tomahawk.
Or the scalper.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
just,
I can't listen. I've never watched it, and I really want to.
you
Oh,
should,
it's so
but
fuck, GG.
like I am curious to how you would feel about it, because obviously a lot
goes
of
so
dudes are
hard.
like, oh god. Whereas I'm curious if you're like, fuck
Okay,
yes.
so that's
hell
why
yeah.
I know.
Them.
That's why I'm so curious, because people are like, it's very, very gnarly. And again, as you guys know, I've never really been into Western horrors. So I'm like, but everyone's like, you have to watch it. It's so brutal. And, you know, there's like a kill in there that's so incredibly memorable. But I think I can handle it, especially if
Yeah.
it's like,
You've seen Terrifier.
And
Yeah.
you've seen In a Violent Nature too. And I
Yeah.
think I think the Bone Tomahawk kill's worse than the yoga kill in
I agree.
oh, yeah.
In a Violent Nature. It's more
I'm
visceral.
good.
Mhm.
Cool.
Seth?
So it's from a recent movie and companion, and it involves a wine opener.
Loved it.
That's a
thought that
great
was
one.
Fucking awesome.
Especially because like you see bone fragments, and that
Yeah.
was like just such a nice little touch.
Yep. And
Where
it
I was
just,
like,
the
ew.
pop.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Companion is so fucking good.
It's incredible.
It really, really, really is. It's so
Love
good.
it.
Gigi?
I don't actually think this is an underrated kill, but I would be remiss if I didn't say it because it's one of my favorite kills. But it is the knife scene in Invisible Man. I
Oh yeah.
love that scene so much because it's not quite inventive. It's not really underrated, but it's not my favorite, but it's muddled in there somewhere. It's so good.
It
Love
is
that
so
scene.
good. That
So
movie's
scary.
so good.
No, I love that movie. And I
Yeah.
love that she did most of the stunts for it, which
Yeah.
is
She's a
no, she's great.
Mhm.
She really is. Okay, so now we have favorite kill of all time. We have some underrated kills that we mixed in, and now we're gonna do, these movies, especially like the franchises that we have mentioned, and then when you get into these more, Terrifier is known for going as over the top as they possibly can. So you can imagine, when they're doing screen boards for these movies, the brainstorming that's going on, like we have to outdo the bedroom scene, or we have to outdo this, that, or whatever. So what is a kill that is the most inventive kill that you have ever seen? Like,
Oh, that's hard.
when In a
Yeah,
Violent
really hard.
Nature came out and the yoga scene was the thing that was talked about, it was a very inventive kill. Do I think it's the most inventive kill of all time? No, I don't, but it's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
So what do you think is something that is like one of the most inventive ways to see somebody go that you have ever seen? And I'm not going to put anybody on the spot. Just freely jump in, because I know you're so prepared
I'll
with
go
your
now.
notes. Let's go.
I'll go just in case I steal trucks again. So Jason
Don't you-
X with a
He's like, you kidding me?
It's not it, but go ahead.
okay, the liquid nitrogen where dunks the face in and then just smashes it into pieces.
Can you
That's a
stop
great
taking
one.
mine? Thanks.
That's a great one.
Jason's sitting here whispering in my ear. So sorry, I fucking love
I
it.
love that one. GG, Seth.
Okay,
Okay.
I have a kill, but I literally can't remember where it's from. If it's from a movie or a TV show or what, I literally
Or
can't
if I
remember.
even did it myself.
Or-
dream.
Yeah, or if if it was me. But there is a kill where the person is like frozen, or they like got hypothermia or something like that, and then they're like, "Oh no, I think this was that TV show where with the ambulance." I'm gonna go with another one. So
Oh yeah.
What? Great.
Like there's
Oh, yeah, we
barely
all
any
remember.
hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we remember that one. Was that on the Pit episode 3?
yeah,
Grey's
where they're
Anatomy?
singing, where they're
Yeah.
singing.
Yeah.
So mine is Saw 3, the crucifixion scene.
Love.
That one was disgusting because it went on for so long, and the fact that his like little body is like twisting in opposite directions
Oh.
is disgusting and awful. Like at first, honestly, like the first little twist, that would probably feel so good. Like a nice little back crack, so good. Anything further than that, awful torment. That's a great one though.
I love the idea of them filming that. Just like, oh, that's really good.
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
hold
right
on.
there. Oh no, no.
That's so wild that you mentioned that too, Gigi, because I'm also going Saw franchise.
Oh, nice.
Because I think Saw franchise might be the king of kills.
Hmm.
On a pound for pound basis. And I'm going Saw 10 and I'm going the bone marrow scene.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the greatest kill in Saw, period. Because it's the one that really just like the brain surgery one's pretty fucked up, but like that bone marrow thing with that fucking thing coming to chop her head off and doing that to your legs, like
Oh,
Jesus Christ, did that really make me uncomfortable? Like I was so
No, I want to
uncomfortable.
throw
Like,
up just thinking about it.
I
oh.
know
I
that's
just
what I'm
wouldn't do it.
saying.
I'd be like, nah, fuck it. I'm not
No.
doing this.
Just-
Like, just get it over
Right,
with.
Yeah.
I know, but like all my legs were pulsating when I was watching that. And
Yes.
I was just like, this is so gnarly to do this to yourself. And I'm like, wow, whoever thought this up is sick.
No, I think about that for every Saw kill. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
who
yeah.
literally thought about this? Like,
Right. Even pipe bomb hands. Like, who fucking thinks this
Yeah.
shit up?
seek help. I'm just kidding.
Jigsaw would hate me because I just give up on every single trap. I'm like,
No.
no, just,
Yeah.
Right.
I do not have that much will to
fast,
live.
fast forward the timer.
Yeah,
Just kill me, you little bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's awesome. Does anybody else have another one that was super inventive that they loved you'd like to talk about?
Well, let me get my first one first, and then I'll give you my
Oh, I thought you-
second.
He's like,
I thought you went. I thought you
It's
went
okay.
first, Seth. My bad.
No, it's okay.
Right.
So since we are gonna give two because I have to, the first
Okay.
one I'm gonna give is from Your Next,
Oh,
the
yes.
blender scene.
Mhm.
oh yes,
Like
yes.
Love
when
the
she
blender.
plugs that shit in and it just starts fucking blending his brains.
I do
Mhm.
love that.
Yeah, that
That's a
shit
good
fucked
one.
me up.
I love
Um, or do you want me to give my second one right away too?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
that. Yeah, go ahead. Just do your
The other
thing.
one I have is I don't think it's like that inventive, but it's the one that just really sticks with me. But the opening kill in Freddy vs. Jason, where the guy's in the bed and he just fucking like pushes the bed together and the dude's body just like
Oh yeah.
freaking
Mhm.
like his legs and his back, like that hurts my back just
Yeah.
thinking about it. And I think that kill is so cool.
I do love that kill.
Yeah. Just smush.
Gigi.
I'm gonna go with, oh god, this is hard because it's like inventive. Like yes, I want to say things like Terrifier and stuff because it's like, yeah, those are very inventive and like crazy kooky. But I am gonna go with the Final Destination tanning bed scene because
Oh,
like that is one that feels very realistic where you're
that's
like,
such a fave.
oh, because it's like they get trapped in there, like, they get accidentally like locked in, and that's like so scary to me. Like we have a sauna at my gym, and like the 2 times that I've gone to the gym, I'm like, I'm like, okay, let me just leave it a little bit cracked because like, what if you get stuck in there? Like I'm like, what if the janitor just came and dropped a bunch of shit right in front of this and I get stuck? Or like that's so scary to me. So I think that's a great inventive kill because all
Gigi,
the things lined up.
you bringing that up reminded me of the fucking yoga, like the high beam scene in Final Destination, where she's walking on the high beam and she steps on the fucking nail,
Oh,
and I'm just like, I want to throw up.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Oh, anything stepping on a nail is disgusting to me. That's scary.
I love that. I am gonna go to. I think I'm gonna go to mirrors.
Uh-huh.
And when her reflection's killing herself in the mirror and she reaches into her fucking mouth and pulls her fucking head apart in that
Ugh.
quick flash in that mirror, I think it's just inventive because I love playing on that whole using your reflection against you because you're seeing yourself as like the most comfortable thing in the world and then like turning that comfort into fucking terror was
Yeah.
really, really, really effective for me. I really love that one for a ingenious way to show somebody going.
Yeah, I'm trying
Oh,
to think
yeah,
of like other
I do
inventive
have
ways.
one more. Although I
Yeah,
don't
go ahead.
know,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We got time.
I don't know if it's technically a kill because we don't see the person dying, but it's poster behind me, VHS Beyond. So Kate Siegel's one where the woman gets trapped in the spaceship and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
constantly trying to fix her, and like it keeps adding new things and parts of an animal on her. It's like, this is how you should make it. This is, and it's like that. The thought of just that for eternity. Fair enough. I don't know if she dies. I would assume she does, but
Yeah, I would
Mhm.
assume.
it's
Right.
just like. But I also love the idea of just not. Like maybe she's conscious this whole time,
Oh my
just
god.
constantly getting things changed on her body by an alien.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
I love
That
that.
would that's a good one. I need to
Yeah.
rewatch that because the first
Yeah.
time that I watched it, I mean, you know, we were all at Fantastic Fest. Her segment wasn't my favorite segment, but I
Mhm.
think I think that would change with the rewatch.
It's the one I think of the
It
most.
does. It has a lot more impact at home than it did in the theater because you
Okay.
were coming off the high of such fast-paced stuff to like switch your brain over for like methodical thinking
Yeah.
was a different transition in a theater. Another one, and everybody knows this movie and everything, but another one that I always loved and I always thought was such an inventive way to watch somebody go is when Frank gets ripped apart by the chains in Hellraiser. And they
Mhm.
just keep shooting out and clipping into his skin and pulling him apart. I thought that it was just so well done, crafted, and it was just fucking cool. Thing to do.
I have one last one
Yeah, go
because
ahead, Gigi. Yeah.
I love this kill.
Yeah.
Well, also I do want to mention the yoga scene in A
Yeah, I
Violent
was gonna
Nature
say
because
nobody's brought it up
yeah,
yet.
I know. I think we're trying to think of like really like niche
Yeah.
ones, but it's like, you know, there are big ones that are obviously but I love the unexpected death of I forget his name, but Chris Hemsworth in Cabin in the Woods.
Oh yeah.
Where you're like, yay, he's gonna get them out of there. And he's just like goes into the little force field. I love that kill.
That's
And the
awesome.
merman.
Yes.
It's
I mean,
fucking real.
there's been I mean, like we said, you got 30, 40, 50 years of horror movies, and there's so many cool ones, like, you know, like the yoga scene. And obviously, we'd be all remiss if we didn't mention, you know, even though Terrifier has hokey kills, I call them hokey kills because they're so over the top.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know, the bedroom scene is one of the most inventive, gnarliest things
Oh
that's
yeah.
ever been put on film. So it, you know, has to be mentioned. So after we've seen all these different things, we've seen Art do his work, we've seen Jason do his work, and all these amazing, inventive, creative ideas for kills. Is there something that pops into your head that you haven't seen, or an element of something that you would like to see somebody get picked off for that hasn't been done again? Like, in this
I got
takes
one.
us back to the yoga scene because
Yeah.
we've never seen somebody literally flipped inside out and pulled
Yeah.
through themselves, which was fucking badass, I might admit. Seth, go ahead.
I also
Oh my god.
Wednesday's barking at the neighbor.
That's
So-
my dog bark.
Somebody else go, I guess, because she's gonna be at this. for a
Okay.
minute.
Wednesday wants to make her opinion known.
Yeah, she's like, I would love to rip somebody apart.
Just go ahead. We'll clip it, Seth.
I would love, and I mentioned this in the episodes a couple back, is that I would love an inventive horror movie with some dinosaurs and some dinosaur kills, because even in the dinosaur movies that we do have, like Jurassic Park and stuff like that, in Jurassic World, we really don't get those kills. Like they're more insinuated than they are like on screen.
Right.
And I would love like an incredible dinosaur kill. I don't know if they would be like inventive because it's like, well, what are they gonna do? But
Who
I
cares?
think they could try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I was on Threads today, and someone wrote, "Girls don't like flowers. What girls want is a Jurassic Park found footage film." I was like, "Fuck, I'm
No,
girl,
literally.
I guess." 'Cause
I'm
we
girl.
take that.
I
Yeah,
am girl.
Same.
I am that girl.
I would love to see like a pterodactyl just swoop in and like bite somebody in half and like
Yes.
show how vicious those animals are. I agree.
That'd be so good.
That'd be awesome. Go ahead, Seth.
Okay, so for me, I think it was in the show Black Sails, but it hasn't been in like an actual horror movie. But I would love to see somebody get keyholed, which, if you don't know what that is
No.
they basically tie you to the like I forgot what part of the ship, but they basically pass you underneath like the ship, and your like body is getting scraped upon like all of the like barnacles and shit underneath the ship.
Oh my god.
And they keep doing that until you basically die. And so like every time they come up, it's for like 2 seconds, and it shows like their body all mangled, like they're drowning. And it's just like the most brutal fucking thing in the entire world. And like I've only seen it done once, and it was in the Black Sails show. And I feel like if they did that in a horror movie, it could just be absolutely disgusting.
Seth, you're a serial killer.
Sorry, guys. And it would be fucked as hell.
100%.
You're a serial killer.
Bye.
I'm scared. That's terrifying. Also, You reminded me of that one episode in SpongeBob that I constantly quote when he's like, when he's scraping against the rocks and he's like, "You're good. You're
Yeah.
good." When Davy Jones is driving the boat.
That's awesome.
Or the Davy Jones, the Flying Dutchman, so good.
I promise, guys, I'm not a serial killer.
That's what
no,
something a
well,
serial
Fuck,
killer
serial
would
killer,
say.
yeah.
Yeah, we're just sleeping in the same house in 4 days with a serial fucking killer.
Listen, I didn't kill you at
Yeah.
Fantastic Fest. You're fine.
Yeah, but you maybe you're just biding your time.
I'm like
Yeah.
Dexter. I only go after people who deserve it.
Brian, do you have one?
So I was really struggling with this one. So I like with the VHS Beyond one, I like this thing if it's taken a long time because like a lot of these kills are over quite quickly. So you're like,
Mhm.
okay, that was visceral in it, but like scares me more something that take a long time. So I know there's a room, I think I saw on YouTube where there's literally no sound in that room, and like you can't even hear yourself. Like it's
Ew, I
just
hate that.
nothing. So I just the thought of somebody being in there. I don't know how they would die, but just them slowly losing their mind, starting to imagine things, and just something about that.
Starvation.
Yeah, well, I just think starvation, but I thought like, I honestly like it gave me thinking like Cube or Saw, like it's just a trap where you're in there by yourself, slowly losing your mind.
Yeah.
And I imagine you probably try and take your own life at one point because you're just
Yeah.
it was either that or like trapped in a sensory deprivation tank.
I
and
was
you
just
breathe,
gonna
Oh.
say
but then you
that's
drown because obviously there's a bit of
terrifying.
water in there. So something like that takes a little
Oh.
bit longer.
A deprivation
My
tank would be brutal.
yes, my least
Brutal.
favorite kills, least favorite are drowning scenes because they're
Oh,
just
yeah.
too visceral to me. Like I actually hate that they're in movies. I do have 2 other ones.
Let's go.
Wow.
So okay, so this is what I was talking about. It was in I'm pretty sure it was in the TV show 911 where somebody like slipped in like ice water or was like in a fridge or something so their body was like frozen and the
Mm.
person went to go do chest compressions on them but since their body was like frozen they literally like burst their chest in. Oh,
Nope.
kind of like the scene
Thing.
in Alien, like when he does like the little thing
Yeah.
but it's like he did it because he was like frozen.
What's the thing, Seth?
Yeah, that's the thing.
What did I say?
Alien.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was the thing. Yes. I was thinking chest burster scene from Alien. But opposite way. But so yes, in the thing. So it was like literally like that, but he was like doing chest compressions and then like the guy was like, "Wait, no." Like he went to go tell him like, "No, he's frozen." And then right when he was like, "No," he went to go do the chest compression. Crazy scene in 911. I think it's 911. If I'm wrong, please comment.
It's for sure 911.
Another way that I would love to see, which was in I'm pretty sure this is in 1,000 Ways to Die. I have no memory of things, guys. So it could have been in 1,000 Ways to Die or a dream that I had where somebody was like steamrolled by like literally one of those like rollers, like, the little like construction roller thingies and just like
Sure you're not thinking of what happened to Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
that also happens in
literally
Narcos.
like that.
It's fun. That scene is terrifying. When
No,
he gets up.
literally like that, like cartoon, like some fucking Looney Tunes Acme shit where it's like, but how terrifying would that be? Just like
No.
watching them like squish out.
Can I give another one?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, serial killer.
Listen, you're the one who's like, it might be in my dreams. I don't know. Here's the serial killer. Okay. The other one I would love to see, because we haven't seen it, is like a point of view from like a shark's mouth, like seeing them like chomping on the person and like just like their bones getting like crunched up and shit. Like that would be so creepy and so cool to see.
Not only should they make a point of view shark movie, but if they made like a found footage point of view Jurassic Park movie, like from the dinosaurs, would be the sickest fucking thing.
Oh, with its like little noises that they do. So
Can you imagine that kitchen scene of the Velociraptor
No, that would
from
be
its perspective?
terrifying.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
The
fucking
only
terrifying.
difficulty we think with that is a lot of the time we'd watching found footage, it's like, why are you still filming? If I was getting chased by a dinosaur, I'd be like, why the fuck are you still filming? I think you like, unless you were going with like security cameras around the park or something. But
Or like GoPros. Like
yes,
if you had like
GoPro to it.
if you just had like a GoPro on you where it's like, well, I'm not gonna stop, I'm just running.
Yeah,
Or-
Velociraptors have little arms too, so it'd be hard.
or like
for
even those
them
wee
all to
That would
get
be-
them.
Google
Yeah.
glasses they've got
What-
there.
Yeah, like Ray-Ban. Yeah.
What
Meta.
if the dinosaur eats the person that has the GoPro and it's just stuck in its tooth and you're seeing everything from its mouth's
Oh, I
point of
love
view?
that. I
Like the
love
satellite phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's honestly pretty
that's
smart.
disgusting.
Thanks, guys.
That's
Not-
disgusting.
Not that I ever thought about this like in great detail, because I didn't. I just came up with this. But before I became doing this stuff on the internet, I did construction. I've done like a lot of roofing in my time. And I would really, really think it'd be cool to see somebody get completely covered in super fiery hot roofing tar, because I've had it stuck to my ankle before. I'll show you the scar at South by Southwest.
Oh,
Ugh.
And it like literally splashed out of a bucket and got
Oof.
onto my leg. And my first immediate reaction was, what's your immediate reaction when it hits you, is to wipe it off.
Yes.
But it's so hot that all that it does is burn you
It's just
more
keep
and
burning.
spread the burn. So
Oh.
you
Ooh.
literally have to sit through it till it dries in order to like peel it off, and it automatically like makes a bloody scar.
Oh.
So I
see,
think that would be fucking pretty cool.
that makes me like my skin crawl, and like that is so much worse. Like your skin burning, like in the Evil Dead remake when she's in the shower and her skin's just like blistering and
Yes.
popping. Like I hate that kind of shit. Like
Yes.
or what Mount St. Helens, the Dante's Peak, when the old lady is walking through the fucking volcano water and her
Ugh.
skin's just boiling, and I'm like, that is my nightmare.
I do have, because
go
GT's already
ahead.
gone like 3 times. So
These are
Chuck,
all just because of my 1,000 Ways to Die hyperfixation. That's
Oh,
why.
yeah.
Chuck made me think of this when he was talking about construction. Actually, before I start, I called it "What Happened to Roger Rabbit," and it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So I didn't want to be
don't.
fucking
Idiot. No.
commenting
Dum,
on
dum,
that.
dum.
So do we know what degloving is?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Ew.
Yeah. So
I don't
like
wanna
somebody, no.
It's
So
Mike Flanagan's favorite thing to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
so imagine you've got like a wedding ring on and you're lifting your garage, but the garage door gets caught in your wedding ring and then off goes the skin of your finger.
Ugh.
So that, but all over. Like somebody just slowly, like maybe it's like someone getting tied to the skin, the car pulls away.
No,
and just,
Mm-mm,
so
stop.
like
Just getting de-skinned. This is gross.
This is he's like, why'd I pick this dog?
Look, and I have the I Love Gore shirt on.
Okay, I have one that was from 1,000 Ways to Die, but it actually happened to me. I lived, bitches. But like, so when I was younger, I have a giant scar on my knee because I was playing hide and seek and I went down, I was like running down the stairs and I had like tile that met carpet. So there was like a carpet nail and I slipped and the nail sliced through my leg. Like,
Oh.
and that freaking episode of 1,000 Ways to Die where the kid goes down this slip and slide, but there's a nail in the lawn and it
no,
literally
no.
like disembowels the kid.
Nope.
Crazy. That would be crazy to see in a movie. Somebody get disemboweled. Like a bunch of kids playing at like a little water park. Scary.
life has to be a kid. You're like,
Yeah.
can't be an adult again.
No.
Has to be a child.
You know what traumatized me as a kid is, and like it's already been done, but I feel like if they made it like scarier, it would be way more fucked up. But the
What?
scene in The Mummy where they're like in the opening when they put the guy in the sarcophagus and they
Uh-huh.
put those like bugs in that
Ugh.
like dig into his like
Oh,
his
no.
skin.
No.
Yeah.
Like that would be fucking terrifying if they made that like a horror thing and like showed like it burrowing.
Yeah, that's like in they do show that in a movie or a show, maybe in Cabinet of Curiosities with the rats, like like the old-timey
Yeah.
torture method.
God.
That's scary.
The Bay
scary.
has kind of similar stuff in it.
Yeah.
So there's been so many kills over so many years, and now that we have matched verbally with our search histories on Google, the things
Yeah.
that we think about. So be careful of that. This is just all for fun. It's a
Yeah,
podcast.
it's fictional.
We're not serial killers.
Except
But
for-
but it's also cool too with like for how horror has always thrived, and I think horror is in a state where it's like really, really, really thriving. To see people continuously get creative with these kinds of things, because every idea that I think we've had is eventually going to be done into something because these people are thinking like, and I know Brian didn't like the movie, but a friend of the show, Marcel Walsh, has a movie coming out called Garden of Eden, and it has two of the gnarliest inventive kills I've seen in a long time that people are going to be like, what the fuck, like literally what the fuck, because they're always pushing the genre forward. And like, you know, you come to a movie like Terrifier, like what more can Terrifier do in Terrifier 4? I almost think at this point they need to go like a little less than over the
Yeah.
top, because it's to the point now it's almost comically hokey.
Yeah.
But you know, it goes without saying that people are coming for the kills. People love the kills. We all love the kills. And like, I hope that the heartbeat of horror continues to put an inventive, scary, jarring nature to the way people are disposed of in these films. Does anybody else have anything else that they would like to add to the kills? You have one more you want to slip in there? Because I don't want to badger people's ears with too much killing.
Okay, well, I have a question for you guys.
I have a
Okay,
question
let's
too.
go.
Okay. What is the saddest kill?
Fuck, Gigi.
What's
Thank
the
you.
saddest kill?
That's a good one.
Oh, I feel like there's like a lot of sad
Literally any.
I
day.
have one.
yeah, I know. Okay,
I
go.
have one that it made me cry.
Oh no, what?
Mm-hmm. Stir of Echoes.
Oh, yeah, that is
Stir of Echoes. The reason that Stir of Echoes is a movie, and the thing that he hears echoing when they do that flashback,
yeah.
and it goes to that girl and those bastard fucking kids, is so emotionally fucking gut wrenching.
Devastating.
It is. It's sad as fuck. It's so sad and it's so devastating, and it's a fucking kid, and it really, really, really stayed with me forever, basically, because it's
Yeah.
fucking sad. That's mine. I got sad just talking about thinking about
No, that
so
is
fucking good.
sad.
It is.
I'm gonna have to go with baseball boy scene, because it literally like is so gut wrenching that like he's so innocent and he's like, "Are you gonna hurt me?" Like that's so devastating. Like so, like it's just like so innocent. Like because it's like okay, like in When Evil Lurks, like when Vicky gets attacked by the dog, but it's like you know she's just like bopping around playing, but it's like when you add emotion to a little kid being like,
Oh
I
yeah.
am anticipating you actually hurting me, and I'm very like sentient and aware of this. It was so devastating. Hate that scene.
Which
I've,
movie?
I've got one that
Oh, Dr. Sleep in
Oh, yeah, that
baseball.
one's
Yeah,
rough.
when
yeah.
Rose is
rough.
I don't know if anybody's seen this one, but like it gutted me at the end, and that was The Mist. So like it is though, like that.
I've heard of
very-
this
that-
one though.
That very
Yeah.
ending is
No.
legitimately gut wrenching. So
One time my very first boyfriend, I was like, I gotta show you one of my favorite movies. And we watched it and he literally turned over and he's like, why the fuck did you make me watch that? I was like, oh, my bad.
Right.
This is a little sad. Seth, what's yours?
Honestly,
poor
Seth
guy.
doesn't get sad.
I know.
Poor
He's
guy.
like,
no, I do.
I
Get
love
that.
killing.
I'm just like I'm trying to think of like some that like just absolutely devastated me. But like the thing is, like the horror that I watch is like comedic slashers, so it's like
Yeah.
you're expecting them to die.
Yeah.
But I think
It's
like
less
one,
serious.
yeah, it's less serious. I think one that definitely like did stick with me though was Eddie dying in It Chapter 2, because like I feel like he like went through so much shit and then he like saved the day and then like he ends up like
Yes.
just like dying in front of all of his friends, and I just thought
Yes.
that
I had
was
to
just
think about it 'cause
devastating.
I don't know why I like wiped that out. I didn't really care
'Cause
for it chapter 2,
It
but
Chapter 2 wasn't that great, but
No.
that part was
I
like
literally just
rough.
rewatched it too. How did I forget?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so
Um,
unnecessary to even be made, to be honest with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
it really was. But that's yeah, there are some sad kills in there. I feel like I thought of another one, but I can't remember. Seth, you said you had a question.
Yeah, I wanted to know like what everyone's like ick is. Like for example, for me, like I hate in movies with like somebody's throat gets slit or like their neck, like when they crack their necks and like break their neck. Like
Mhm.
when people crack their necks around me, it fucking freaks. I hate it. So is there like something like that for you guys in a horror movie where it's
Yes,
not just-
drowning.
yeah, okay,
I
drowning for
hate
you.
like I literally like I hate it.
yeah.
For me,
Brian,
it's
no.
anything eye related.
Mhm.
Needle in the eye. Like
Oh.
somebody posted like a razor blade over an eye the other day, and I was like, come on. Or, like,
Ew, like a real person?
Oh
no, like in a movie. And then I was
Oh.
watching. What the fuck was I watching? I want to say like it was ER or maybe even the pit, and the person's eye pops out and it's like higher up, and then they have to pop it back in, and I was like, oh,
Oh
no.
these hospital dramas need to fucking chill.
It was like in
That's
Hostel with the fucking eye
disgusting.
hanging down, and I'm gonna
Oh,
throw up.
so
on
gross.
that note, our good friend Anthony Cousins has a very fun horror short about eyes. You should reach out to him and ask to see it because it's fucking.
It would have
gross.
been it'd have been way better if Gigi starred in it.
Yeah.
This is not
Yeah.
Frogman related. This is
Yeah.
different.
It still would have been
Should have
better.
cast me. Just kidding.
My only icks are somewhere on the lines of that, Seth, is in its teeth for me.
Yeah.
And there's a movie called Real that there's a couple little things they do with this Todd Smith's teeth, and just hearing anything like that. That's why I love
Oh.
Eden Lake. That's why I love Eden Lake so much, because that fucking Stanley knife to the teeth of Michael Fassbender. Literally, I could watch 100 people explode, get run over, stabbed, kneecaps ripped off. Like, I've seen some fucking horrific shit,
Yeah.
but that $3.99 Home Depot box knife scraping across his fucking teeth, literally, it's so unpleasant.
I think that's why, like, it works really well in American History X, where he makes them like just the teeth on the curb.
Oh,
yeah.
disgusting.
Curb stomp.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
else is
awful.
brutal?
Oh,
The-
my mouth. Oh,
The Achilles, like in Hostel when they like cut the Achilles.
Mm.
That's gross.
Oh,
I already hate ankle shit, so yeah,
Yeah.
I hate these things too.
Yeah, okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
over this. Bye, guys.
I love my legs. Listen,
I love my legs.
so when we put this episode out, and then remember, we are recording, we are actually, well, not Brian, because he lives with emo cows in Scotland, but me, Seth, and Gigi currently, while you're listening to this, are living our best lives at South by Southwest, which we're excited to bring you all our coverage and everything from there. And then the following week, after you're done listening to this, we're not going to have an episode because we will just be getting back late on Sunday night. We need our beauty rest when you're famous, all those things like that.
It happens.
Home delivered donuts and dog baths and things like that. So, but listen, we're going to have posts up throughout the week. We want to know what your favorite kills are, what your most inventive ones are, and we're going to have, questions and little games and things to post on Instagram and everything like that. But listen, I hope that everybody that listens to the Dark Screen Society has a killer week, and Gigi, take us out.
We love you guys. Thanks for listening. You're on all podcast platforms listening to us. I hope. Make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, turn on automatic downloads, go to our YouTube, like that, subscribe, share it, clip it, comment on it. That really, really helps us boost the algorithm. And we have a Ko-fi in case you want to donate monetarily. Ko-fi, and that'll help
I'm just going
us
to do
get Brian.
Gigi's ad libs.
Yeah, just get Brian to move here because we eventually want to.
here.
Yeah, somebody hire Brian so that he could get
Scotland.
residency in America.
Yeah.
But we love you. We hope that you have a nice week off from hearing us yap, and we can't wait to cover. Wait, no, we're in the future.
We are in the
we are at
future.
South by Southwest.
Yep.
We love you. We hope you're having a great week, and we'll see you next time. Stay haunted.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.